Robot Collector 64 here. It's been a while. Kinda, a few issues came along. Well, one, I needed to get a new tripod, which I do, and this is why I can do this now. This stuff. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing. Two, the last few reviews I did, apparently with my new camera, the files are really freaking big for no reason. And I can't seem to fix that issue. So, yeah. I did have a couple of videos, but they're obsolete because they don't freaking work. Well, anyways. Here we are looking at Revenge of the Fallen, Skids, and Mudflap. The reason they're in robot form right now is because I'm not even going to bother to transform them. One, they're unnecessarily they're difficult for new timers, and second, Skids is broken and I don't want to feel like transforming him when he has an empty roof on his back of his head. So yeah, these two were butt ugly Autobots. I mean, seriously butt ugly. Oh, this is way too tight. My bad, folks. Focus, focus. There we go. There are two seriously butt ugly Autobots, which is kind of strange considering that they're supposed to be the good guys and not be scaring little kids away. Second, well, thanks to the movie premise, they kind of sound like a bunch of stereotypical gangsters or street ghetto people, whatever you want to call them. Whatever. They're stereotypical street people. And yeah, I admit I kind of laughed at the beginning, but now that I look at it, I don't know. I guess because I grew a little bit, I kind of grew up mentally a little bit. I'm looking at them now, I kind of hate what they're for. And they were basically Bumblebee status from the first movie and the second film, where it was basically so much attention towards them and instead of the main characters. Well, the important main characters. But yeah, this is a rant, so basically I have to have a legitimate reason to hate them beyond their roles. A little better than Ironhide, right? Wrong. They still suffer from massive empty space. They're just one giant. Their van forms are basically just one giant shell to stuff their parts in. And when they're in robot form, their sides are pretty dang empty compared to what they look like on the outside. And because of that, they're both really top heavy. I actually got lucky on getting these two to stand. I mean, look at their colors too. One's brown, one's green. I guess that's okay-ish for most standards, comparing how they are, but they shouldn't be sticking out as vehicles, I guess. Who am I saying? There I go, being really, really redundant. Not redundant. As you can see, I am exhausted. Okay, I am actually exhausted while I'm doing this review, and I'm still trying to do this because I need to get it done. Yeah, there we go. But, yeah, these two are really ugly. I mean, their paint job sort of works. Sort of. I kind of don't like their colors, and their... What was that last one? I can't remember the name of the third movie. Dark of the Moon. Their Dark of the Moon versions weren't even in the movie, thankfully. They're still just as ugly as these. They're really short and stubby compared to other... What are these guys? Deluxe class? Yeah, deluxe class. They're actually pretty short for deluxe class figures. Like, most of my deluxe class are about this much taller, like a good inch taller than these guys. And yeah, they're pretty freaking short. I'm gonna move this a little back. Sorry for those screeches and stuff. I'm still getting used to the tripod. So yeah, these guys, they're ugly. They're supposed to be Autobots, but they don't really do much. Their gimmicks are terrible. I forgot to mention that. He has a gun gimmick, if I can... Oh, push his fist forward, he has a gun coming. And he has a giant missile sticking out that gets plugged into the back of his truck for him. However, the missile's too freaking big to conceal it like this. So it kind of makes that obsolete. Also, they do have some articulation, but because of how they kind of are, the way they're formed, you can't do much with it without them toppling over. And this dude, squeeze back here, his fist comes out. Push out his gun and his fist comes out, doing like a sock and robots thing, which isn't that cool, to be honest. For these guys, not really. Yeah, that's really it about these two. They don't do much. They kind of are decent paperweights. Their car modes are fine. I mean, like, if I could turn one of them into car mode without it, like, being broken, I would show you guys, but... Yeah. Actually, there is one thing. I'm not sure about it, really, because... as you can see here, for some reason, the Mudflap says tracks on the back of his truck, while Skids remains Skids. So I'm kind of guessing before they were thinking of making it Skids and tracks, but then they're like backed off from the idea, thanks of how Mudflap actually looks. So I don't blame them, really. But yeah, that's really about it. They're not that great of a figure. I guess only collect them if you want them or you're actually a fan of these two. But past that, nah, I wouldn't say spend your money. Robot Collector 64 here, signing out. Peace.